Hello everyone, welcome to Fresh Talks. My name is Henrique Faria, I'm a tax lawyer and also work in the Golden Visa department. Today with me, Manuela Sena, who runs the immigration department, and we are here to talk about Golden Visa opportunities in Portugal. Talking about Golden Visa. So lately, during the last couple of years, we have heard a lot of news about the end of the Golden Visa. Uh, Tell us about that. Do you still have the Golden Visa in Portugal? Tell a little bit about that.
Yes, we do have, Henrique. A couple of years ago, it was announced the end of the real estate investments for Golden Visa purpose. And a lot of people around the world thought that the program was completely over, but actually there are still investment options, some of them very attractive. For example, the fund investment. As long as the applicant invests at least 500,000 euros in a Portuguese regulated fund, the applicant and the entire family, okay, can benefit from the Golden Visa program.
Nice, good news. So my doubt is, why should someone apply for a Golden Visa instead of a regular Portuguese visa?
Well, it all depends on what the applicant wants. If it's someone who wants to actually move to the country, stay in Portugal more than 6 months per year, then we wouldn't advise a Golden Visa. There are other options like a D7 visa for passive income earners, like a D8 for digital nomads, remote workers. Okay, the Golden Visa is for someone who wants to become a resident, want to apply for citizenship in the future, but they are not ready, at least at the moment, to permanently stay in Portugal. Okay, so it works for someone who maybe wants to move in 2 years or 3 years from the moment that they apply. Okay, the Golden Visa has a very low minimum stay requirement. It's only 14 days every 2 years. And for example, if you compare with a D7, a D8, or any other, most of the other visas and residency options, it requires the applicants to stay in the country at least 6 months per year. Okay, so that's the main difference. It all depends on how much time the applicant and the family are willing to stay in Portugal.
Nice. You mentioned three very interesting things. The first one, so the Golden Visa is for someone who plans to come to Portugal in the future or near future.
Yeah, it can
right?
be, or for someone who never wants to actually move. Okay, there is no
Because of
mandatory.
the citizenship, right?
Yes, yes, but once they apply for citizenship, it's also not mandatory to move to the country. They can move if they want, okay, but it's not something that they need to do. Basically, at the end of the Golden Visa, the 5-year period for the Golden Visa, after the applicant completes the investment, there are three options, okay? Or the applicant keeps renewing the Golden Visa, or they can apply for permanent residency, or they can apply for citizenship.
Nice. So, for example, if you consider the scenario of the world nowadays, we have wars, we have the US citizens willing to leave the US because of political instability. So,
Yeah,
if
maybe
they have the chance to apply for the Golden Visa to secure a future option to move to Portugal,
it's
a good.
it's a great plan B, right?
Okay.
It's a great plan B.
Okay, so
Definitely.
they don't have any more the options to invest in a real estate in Portugal, but they
Yes.
can invest in a Portuguese fund, for example,
Yes,
right?
the most popular option at the moment is the invest in a Portuguese regulated fund.
Okay, and these funds, as far as I know, they are very regulated. They are regulated by the Portuguese SEC.
Yes.
It's a conservative portfolio because they have the minimum amount requirements to invest in Portuguese portfolio bonds. So it's good to know. Regarding, you mentioned also family members and citizenship. So this is, explain to us a little bit about the family member, the main applicant, how.
Yes, well, the Golden Visa program, it extends for the family members, okay? So children, spouse, even parents, depending on the case, okay? So all of them can benefit from the Golden Visa, become residents, and then in the future become Portuguese citizens.
Nice. So my last question is about the timeline. So imagine I want to do the investment, apply for my Golden Visa, and now, when Can I go to Portugal? What's the timeline? Explain to us a little bit about that.
So the applications, we are still facing some delays, okay? But early this year, it was promised by IMA, the Immigration Authority, that they would speed up all the Golden Visa applications, make everything 100% digitally. So this would improve the timeline, okay? The timeline until end of last year, it was taking around 1 year and a half for the Golden Visa applicants to receive a pre-approval.
Oh.
Yes, just the pre-approval. And after this pre-approval, they would be notified to schedule an appointment and attend this appointment with the immigration office here in Portugal, okay? And then after this appointment, if all the paperwork, if everything was in order, it would take around 6 months, but sometimes, some cases, it was taking even a year for the investor and the family members to receive the residence card. Okay, so it was a long process. We are talking about 2 years, but then the promise and what we expect, there will be an improvement on that. However, there was also a very relevant change on the nationality law, okay, because before the clock for the 5-year clock for citizenship started to count from the moment that the applicants received the residence permit. Now it changed, okay? So it's from the moment the applicant started the process, okay? This is valid for Golden Visa, D7s, other routes, residency routes as well. But especially for Golden Visa applicants, because the process was taking a long time, this is a huge change, because even the applicants who waited 2 years to receive the residence card, they didn't completely lost these 2 years, okay? Because it will count for the time that they can apply for citizenship, okay? So this was a very good change.
Amazing, amazing. So a regular timeline, if I'm a US citizen, I want to have Portugal as a second chance, a plan B, I can apply for a Golden Visa, wait this 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and during this period, I can go to Portugal, attend an IMA appointment,
Correct.
maybe change my tax residency to Portugal, starting to live there. When's the timeline that I can stay, for example, as a American, more than 90 days of my visa?
This starts when the applicants receive the residence card. Okay, so from the moment they receive the residence cards after the IMA appointment, okay, that's when the applicants must start to comply with the minimum stay requirements. As I said, it's very low requirements, only 14 days every 2-year period. But if they want to stay longer, they can, like even from a tax perspective, as you're a tax lawyer, would a Golden Visa holder could also become a tax resident and apply for a special tax regime if they want.
Perfect, right? This is amazing, because even though you don't need to wait the whole process to receive the residency card, when you come to Portugal to attend the biometrics, the tax office here already entitles you to change your tax residency to Portugal. So you can apply for tax benefit, you can have a regular tax life here. It's important for everybody to understand that we have the immigration department, the tax department.
Separate application.
It's separate, but we can, of course, help these clients to navigate all the immigration, all the tax aspects.
Yeah, so then, as we were saying in the beginning, so it works really well for someone who maybe is not ready to move right now, but maybe in 2 years, right, or 3 years. So then they could actually move, apply for tax residence, apply for a tax benefit. And
I think the best statement that you made is a good plan B to have, because it's not a donation. You're not going to waste your money.
No, it's an investment.
It's an investment. Of course, our clients, they must understand what kind of investments. We are not financial advisors. We can introduce to funds,
people we trust.
People we trust, like real, like case records. So, but it's not a donation like we can compare to another European jurisdictions. So Portugal, for sure, it's not why. It's not because we live here and love the country, but Portugal has for sure the best Golden Visa investment route, right?
I believe that. I mean, it's an investment. It's 5 years. It's only 5 years you can have like the possibility of getting a second citizenship is amazing, right? especially in the scenario what we are facing, like in the world. It's definitely a great program that still exists. Like many people think it was completely, the program was completely shut down a couple of years ago. What ended was the real estate investments. But yes, the doors are still open, and it's a great program.
Yeah, for sure. And just to summarize everything, I think our audience must understand that Portugal has, let's say, good and easy routes for a regular visa, like the 7, the 8,
Yes.
but they must understand that the golden visa is a different visa path, but it's very feasible for someone who doesn't have 100% sure that they want to come to Portugal in the near 3-6 months,
with Portugal right
but
now.
they want to secure a plan B, right?
Yes, exactly.
Amazing. And you help them to navigate, to understand that, and to find the best visa route, right?
Yes, it's a case-by-case analysis, but yes, we provide the entire assistance.
Thank you everybody to join us today. Please follow us, subscribe our channel. We are very happy to assist you, and thank you very much.
Thank you.